because I don't want to the cross contamination should not be happening in terms of taste and flavor.
Okay, chef, we have people from all over the world on the train.
Yes.
And they all bring their own tastes and their palates and their cuisines with them as well also. How do you prepare a menu which is different every time and so varied?
We have got Angus fillet on board of Maharaja, and rack of lamb which is from New Zealand, and the turkey and you name it, anything in that, caviar, sevruga, everything, you name it, everything over here.
You must have met obviously hundreds of people. Any interesting stories or anecdotes that have come by you that have happened?
Well, people comes over here from around the world, they are well traveled. And last month, one of the master chef of the Great Britain was on the train for a week. Okay. And he traveled with us, and he was so happy with the food and the presentation and the taste of the food and authenticity of the food.
After my chat with the chef, I joined the other guests on a tour of the old bazaar in Udaipur, which exhibits the flamboyance of the culture of Rajasthan. The narrow lanes are bursting with crowds of people and are dominated by a riot of sights, sounds and colors.
Although in a market like this, one can buy almost anything under the sun, but what it's especially famous for is its embroidered and printed fabrics, jewelry, paintings, carved wooden artifacts, and many other local crafts.
The tiny shops display traditional Rajput materials, which have been cleverly modernized for mass appeal.
And after you've completely exhausted yourself shopping, do take the time out to sample some of the exquisite street food which has become quite the specialty right here in Udaipur.
Back on the train, I wonder what sights the journey will offer the next day. The train continues its journey from the region of Mewar to the stronghold of Marwar. The next day dawns on a musical note. I am here in Jodhpur, at India's first heritage hotel, which introduced the traditional Rajput hospitality to the world. Ajit Bhavan offers old world elegance with the modern comforts of a classic heritage hotel. The environment and setting is unlike the hustle bustle of a regular hotel and is rather peaceful and calm.
One of Jodhpur's best kept secrets. This hotel has all the design and feel of a rustic rural village, yet it has all the modern amenities of a 7-star hotel.
It was built exclusively for Maharaja Sir Ajit Singh, the younger brother of Maharaja Umaid Singh of the erstwhile Jodhpur state.
You know, every time I've come to Jodhpur, I've always done the touristy things. So this time I thought, let me do something different and unique. That way I can show you guys a different facet of Jodhpur city. Follow me.
I walked into one of the high-end designer studios to get myself a pair of custom-made Jodhpurs and a high-collared Nehru jacket known as a Band Gala. Jodhpurs are trousers which are tight around the calves and ankles and baggy at the thighs. Around 1890, Raja Sir Pratap Singh of Jodhpur started wearing riding breeches tailored for the game of polo. He worked on popularizing the design and it caused a sensation amongst the fashionable circuit in England. The design manager, Prana Jamwal, pointed out the process of making the outfit.
So tell us, how long does the process of the creation of a Bangala take?
Well, it usually takes about a month.
The construction of such a jacket involves a meticulous stitching part, which takes a long while to complete. Over a period of time, the styles and the fabrics have evolved to suit contemporary fashion. These days, both the Jodhpurs and Band Gala jackets are making waves in the Indian fashion circuit. It is popularly known as the Indian version of the tuxedo, with a high Mandarin-style collar modelled on the Jodhpuri Achkan or Sherwani, which was longer and more regal. However, the Band Gala jackets are semi-formal and can be worn at a number of occasions. I tried on the outfit to see how it would fit me.
So this is what my Band Gala is going to look like once it's ready in a month's time and delivered to me in Mumbai. In the meantime, I shall go and hunt for some vintage buttons as soon as the train reaches Jaipur.
I got back on the train just in time for lunch as it chugged off to the next destination.
I've been making my own checklists against which I've been analyzing all the features on board the train. And one of them have been the varied cuisine, varied meals that have been served to me. Let's see how this meal holds up. I've begun with a starter, which is a kind of like a deep fried samosa, if you may, stuffed with cheese and mushrooms, which has been served to me on a bed of cottage cheese and capsicum. With a little bit of olive oil thrown in. Tastes pretty good. Very nice. Thank you very much. So there you have it, the quintessential Indian thali. You know, I've tried to sample the thalis almost wherever I go because I think the thali is the complete Indian meal which provides a sampling of all that is good and it all in good proportions as well also. So you're always eating a balanced meal whenever you're eating a thali.
In the morning, while the train was en route to Bikaner, I thought I would catch up and check my mails. I was told that the train has Wi-Fi connectivity, so I thought I'd put it to the test.
Well, I've done the Wi-Fi test in many areas of the train, and I must say this, while there is easy connectivity, the speeds of which the websites load is very erratic, and that's probably because of the moving train. But the fact that every coach has Wi-Fi is a plus point in my books.
At an hour's car ride from the station, one finds the majestic and sprawling Gajner Palace, which is my first destination in Bikaner. This was built by Bikaner's most famous former ruler, Maharaja Sir Ganga Singh. It was later converted into a heritage hotel in the mid-1970s. Built in red sandstone with carved pillars and jharokas or screens, the craftsmanship here is admirable. Every detail, from the furniture to the wallpaper and picturesque windows, has been restored, providing the feel of the royal era.
The palace used to be a hunting lodge back in the days of the British Raj and had many dignitaries visit it, like Lord Irwin, Prince of Wales, and Lord Mountbatten.
While taking a tour, I came across a small temple in one wing of the palace, which is used for worship by the staff and the tourists alike.
Even though it's technically a hunting lodge, the palace is vast in its size and grandeur, making it difficult for me to see it all in one day. Next time then. Okay, I have to say this. The food on this train has been absolutely delicious. So much so that I've convinced the master chef to try and teach me how to create one of his signature dishes. So here I am, all gloved up and ready to go. Master Chef, thank you so much for taking out the time today.
Thank you.
I'm ready to learn.
Yeah. Okay, we are going to have one of the famous recipes called pasta palermitana. And it is all, it's from Sicily in Italy.
What pasta are we using?
We are going to use a farfalle for
Farfalle,
this.
okay.
So first you need to, just, boil some water.
So the water's boiling and I'm putting some farfalle into the boiling water.
I used to find cooking a very relaxing and soothing activity, but for the staff of a luxury train, it comes across as a pressure test.
You can stir that till it get a golden
It
brown
must take a
color.
lot of practice to cook and get everything right in a speeding train.
Yeah, you can have some of that. Yeah, throw all the pasta into the sauce.
And now we're adding the pasta.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. Just stir
Now
them.
we stir it up.
Nevertheless, I'm gonna definitely try this at home.
Yeah, just put the pasta into the bowl. Pasta goes to the bowl.
And that is my version of farfalle de pomodoro. I wonder who's going to have a taste that one. As my trip to Bikaner comes to an end, I am back at the station again, waiting to get onto a camel to ride into Jandasar village, where I'm going to be treated to a magnificent sunset over the sand dunes and spend time at a real Rajasthani village. There's my ride.
Bikaner's sand dunes reflect its rich cultural legacy. It was once a major center in the cross-desert caravan trade. Often one can see camels all around as it claims to have Asia's largest camel breeding farm. The evening in Bikaner was planned keeping in mind the spirit and flavor of this desert part of Rajasthan. The dancers from the Kalbelia tribe of the desert nomads are performing the traditional folk dance, popularly known as the Kalbelia dance. Their costumes and dance movements are meant to bear a resemblance to serpentine forms, as catching snakes is the tribe's main occupation.
Another unique experience on board the Maharaja Express. You're in the middle of the desert, amidst the sand dunes. There's a chill in the air, some great Rajasthani folk music in the background, and some fantastic cuisine on the way. What better way to enjoy luxury?